that differs nothing from a servant, even though he be Lord of all, but is under tutors and governors till the time appointed of the Father. Even so we, when we were children, were in bondage under the elements of the world. But when the fullness of time was come, God sent forth his Son, made of a woman, made under the law, to redeem them that were under the law, that we might receive the adoption of sons. And because you are sons, God has sent forth the Spirit of his Son into our hearts, crying, Abba, Father. Behold, what manner of love, that God would put everything in you, would give you everything he has. And you go over into Romans and he talks about the same thing. And even there he talks about an heir, and that's where he talks about being joint heirs. You have to realize what you have, not what you're going to get. Nobody in here is going to get healed. Healing was paid for 2,000 years ago, right? When Jesus paid for it, now he went in and took all the spoils and he brought it out, and now he divides the spoils among the strong, and he says, let the weak say, I am strong. But now notice in this, and this is where I'm stopping right now, but in that you have to realize that even though he provided that healing, you still have to make a conscious choice to receive it as yours at some point in time. Even the one with the issue of blood, an Old Testament saint, said, if I but touch the hem of his garment, I shall be made whole. She set the time for her reception of healing. You have to set your time you had to set your time to receive Christ. You have to set your time of when you're going to get healed. Now the fastest way is this. When I start to lay hands on the sick, you decide, when my brother lays hands on me, I shall be healed. You do that. Why? Because that's Mark 11, 22, 23. That whenever you decide, when you pray, believe that you receive right then. So he says, believers lay hands on the sick. I will tell you now, I'm a believer. I'm going to lay hands on you. If you're sick, you will recover. Now, recovery can be fast or short, depending on whether you cooperate with it by saying, tonight, right now, I'm healed. A believer laid hands on me, I am healed. And then you don't change that statement no matter what. And when you stand on that, that becomes true in your body. Now, that'll make the recovery short. If you want to draw it out, then you can leave out of here going, well, I didn't feel anything. You know, he said, but I didn't feel anything. And I don't know if I got healed or not. All you're doing is stretching it out. Yeah? It'll still happen eventually. Why? Because I'm a believer, and your doubt and unbelief can't override my faith. And my faith always works for me. And tonight, I'm releasing my faith to work for me on you. End of story. Amen?